$20 Chelsea boot versus a $200 Chelsea boot. What is the difference besides pricing? Well, in this video, I'm going to break down the key differences between the two and tell you what we are sacrificing when it comes to quality. Let's go. So I've purchased a lot of bad quality shoes throughout my years, and when you're young and on a budget, quality is something that we tend to overlook. I mean, just looking at these side by side, they look like the same style boot, and they'll get the job done, which, oh my goodness. Hey, my goodness, man, you're making this difficult, buddy. Just looking at these shoes side by side, they are the same style boot, and the cheaper pair, it will help you achieve the look that you are going for. But I think every guy, including the budget conscious guy out there, should know what goes into a quality shoe rather than just depending on price alone. Oh my gosh, buddy, I'm gonna kill you. Let me show you a great example of that. So not too long ago, Payless actually did a social experiment where they completely rebranded their store to like some very high fashion luxury shoe store, and invited a whole bunch of influencers to check it out. And here's what they had to say about their very cheap shoes that they marked up to like $200 all the way to $600.
They're elegant, sophisticated. I just think it's so classy.
And I could tell it was made with high quality material.
It goes to show what a little marketing can do to make you believe that you are purchasing a quality product. Another example would be movement watches. So I won't go too in depth here just for the sake of video time, but I am going to show you the key differences to look for when you are out shopping for shoes. So let's start off with the upper materials. Now for the $20 Chelsea boot, you can't expect much here because the whole upper is made out of this faux suede material, aka polyester. To the trained eye, it's very easy to tell which shoe is made out of this faux suede material when you compare it to a real suede Chelsea boot. The faux suede material has a very high sheen to it, whereas the genuine suede Chelsea boot does not. And one of the biggest cons of wearing a faux suede Chelsea boot like this one is that it has absolutely no breathability. Which leads me to the $200 Chelsea boot. This boot is made out of real Spanish suede, very soft, and over time the fibers, aka the nap, will rise and give it some texture the more you wear it. I'm sure you guys notice the current shape of this boot, and that's the next thing we're going to look at is the lining. The lining of the $20 shoe is nothing more but a cheap synthetic fabric, and it does not do a good job at holding its shape, as you guys can already tell. But even the insole is made out of the same fabric, and yeah, if you were to wear these for a couple of hours, your feet will probably be drenched in sweat. Looking at the $200 Chelsea boot, you can see that it has a very sturdy leather lining stitched right on it, as well as having a leather insole, and this is actually going to make the inner part of the shoe more durable and more odor resistant. You can actually do this quick test while you're out shopping. It's just put your hand and actually feel the leather all the way inside the shoe, and if it's smooth and flat, then you have a properly made shoe. Lastly is the constructions. Now most pairs around this price range use glued soles, which is like a very inexpensive process, and over time it's going to degrade easily and potentially fall apart. And as you can see by just looking at the shape of it, these things are not even worth getting resoled, even though it's possible to resole or re-glue a certain shoe. But with these are just disposable right after they fall apart. Now with a shoe that's around $150 $200 range, you would find some two different types of constructions, whether that be a Blake stitch construction like this one or a Goodyear welt, where it would be a lot easier for you to resole a shoe. The sole of this specific pair is made out of a crepe sole, but around this price range, shoes around this price range, you could find them made out of a genuine leather sole as well. But anyways guys, those are a few key differences to look out for when you are out shopping for shoes, and I may make another video going more in depth because nowadays companies like this, they are not disclosing the materials used to build this shoe, and that could be deceiving towards somebody that is not well versed in what goes into making a quality shoe. Now I'm not saying that you have to spend $200 $400 to get a good shoe. I mean, of course you could get a good quality shoe for a good price if, you know, shop at the right time, you know, shop during the holidays or a clearance sale. But, you know, if you see a shoe and it's around 20 to 50 bucks all year round, chances are it's made out of very poor quality materials. But anyways, guys, hopefully this video was helpful, and guys, thank you for watching once again. And if you got something out of this, please make sure to leave a like. But anyways, guys, that wraps up today's videos. See you next video. Make sense? All right, peace.